Brilliant and insightful, INTJs, known as architects, make strong and capable partners. They are creative problem solvers who seek growth and optimization in everything, including their relationship. They have high expectations of themselves and of their partners, which can be a good thing but can be suffocating at times. INTJs live inside their heads and express this brilliance through their work. However, they tend to have a hard time expressing themselves in relationships. This is because they keep most of their thoughts to themselves, only expressing when they have completed their thoughts. While their conclusions are often accurate, partners may feel that the INTJ did not include them in the decision-making, and feel dejected or excluded. INTJs would do better if they shared their thoughts before concluding. INTJs feel good when their partners show admiration for their qualities, especially their capability and excellence in their task. They think through everything carefully and love it when their partners show appreciation for their effort and admire them for the results. Small gifts, on the other hand, don't mean much to them. They feel that the money can be spent better elsewhere. They have to be careful when communicating this to their partners and not come across as unappreciative. To grow in your ability to love and care for your partner, here are the 6 things you can develop. And we are starting right now. Mind is on our way to 1K subscribers. Support from you will be amazing, thank you. Number 1. Direct and honest over social rights. Sentiment, tradition, and emotion are architects' weaknesses. And social gestures that seem not to have a clear purpose are often viewed by architects as silly, even insulting. The problem is that common, ritualistic dating practices grew over time to make introductions between potential partners easier. They help couples gradually develop a connection. Architects' liking for directness and honesty, in both word and deed, often go against these unspoken social agreements and niceties. This can make dating difficult for them. As they mature, architects often come to see romantic rituals as important. But until they do, it can be risky, especially for turbulent architects. If they are shot down too many times when younger, they may decide that everyone else is too irrational or beneath them intellectually. If cynicism takes hold, architect personalities may begin to show off their intellectual superiority, as they place themselves above such silliness. Being alone then becomes their unintentional choice, a kind of surrender to a life without love. Number 2. Always cool. The positive side of architects, giving up, is that they are most attractive when they aren't trying to be attractive. Most appealing when they are doing what they do best. Generally, that means working in a familiar environment where their confidence and intelligence can shine. Allowing others to come to them is often architects' best strategy. Then, if they believe a relationship has potential, they will spare no effort in developing and maintaining stability and long-term satisfaction. Once a relationship begins, an architect's significant other will find an imaginative and enthusiastic companion. Architects typically give a huge amount of freedom to the people they love, and are often trusting partners. People with the architect personality type may never be very comfortable sharing their feelings. And they may spend more time thinking about love than expressing it. But, using their strategic thinking, they usually figure out how to make a situation work for everyone, including the act of falling in love. But when it comes to emotional satisfaction, architects are often out of their element. Not every partner likes addressing conflicts and emotional needs as cold puzzles to be analyzed and solved like architects do. Sometimes emotions need to be expressed for their own sake, and putting every outburst under the microscope. If outbursts become a habit needing constant attention, or architects think they may, these personalities can simply end the relationship. They'll see this as more rational than dragging things out to their exhausting conclusion. Number 3. Truth and morality. Architects value depth and intelligence, bringing stability and insight into their romantic relationships. They prize honest communication, and everything in a relationship is open to discussion and change. But this must be returned by their partners. Architects do what they think is right regardless of feelings, and sometimes that comes across as cold. It's important for their partners to know that architects don't make these decisions lightly. They spend tremendous time and energy trying to understand why and how things go wrong. And they hurt deeply when things fall apart. This is especially true if they've taken the difficult risk of committing themselves. Their challenge is finding partners who share those same values. While no personality type is excluded from this, each provides its own unique challenges. It can be important for architects to feel like they're on common footing on at least a few fronts. Making some shared traits a potentially important factor. But they shouldn't necessarily go around looking for another architect. Each opposing trait brings the opportunity for great personal growth. Having one or two counterbalancing personality traits such as extroverted E, observant S, feeling F, or prospecting P can help keep a relationship dynamic and growth-oriented. They challenge architects to remain involved with other people, focus on the present, get in touch with their emotions, and stay open to things they're not used to. To a type so intent on their own development, these differences can make all the difference. Number 4. Wonderful imagination. You've probably created a well-defined mental image of your ideal partner before you even set out in search of one. You spend most of your time encompassed in the vivid imaginings in your mind. And if you aren't careful, the occasional foray into reality can feel like a shocking letdown. Don't let your conceptions of the ideal partner, or a few dates with irrational or intellectually unsuitable people, hold you back when dating. If given the opportunity, a potential companion may pleasantly surprise you. Number 5. Easily annoyed. If a companion becomes too vocal about their feelings, you aren't sure how to process this type of information, and the implied obligation to offer a reaction can leave you feeling stressed out and irritated. Yet, at the same time, you want a relationship. Consider that your partner may be compelled to share his or her thoughts with you. But this action does not necessarily mean that they expect a similar reaction from you. If your companion begins to express concerns about your lack of communication, explain that you do not intend to come across as uncaring or hurtful. You simply prefer to express yourself through action. Completely ignoring the problem would be insensitive, so do be careful how you respond to this type of inquiry. Number 6. Self-confidence. It is probably one of the first things that attracts a partner to you. Further into the relationship, your companion might begin to see more than a hint of arrogance, which can be very off-putting. Your personality instills you with a sense of self-confidence that might even lead you to believe that you are always right. If left unchecked, this kind of attitude will certainly lead to arguments, from which you won't back down. Your companion has a right to speak his or her mind, especially in matters that affect them or the relationship. As a mature individual, you have the ability to recognize that your partner deserves to be heard, so listen. Consider that they may have a suggestion that will appeal to your logical senses. So, was this video helpful? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and share with your friends, so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Also, be sure to check our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.